If you think Cranbrook is still the place where anyone with an average income can buy a detached home, you need to hear this. Yes, Cranbrook is more affordable than Fernie or even Sparwood, but buyers are still getting shut down by lenders every single week. Today, I'm breaking down how much home you can actually afford in Cranbrook, BC, based on your salary, why some buyers are still over shopping, and how to avoid making expensive mistakes before you even write an offer. Hey, I'm Craig Bell. I'm a local real estate professional working across the East Kootenays. I help buyers compare Fernie, Sparwood, and Cranbrook all the time, and affordability is usually the deciding factor. This video isn't about what Cranbrook used to cost. It's about what buyers can realistically afford right now under today's lending rules. Cranbrook has long been viewed as the most affordable major center in the region, and in many ways it still is. But demand has increased. More local buyers, Fernie spillover, and people relocating for work and lifestyle have tightened inventory, especially for clean, move-in ready homes. And just like everywhere else, banks haven't loosened their rules. So before we run the numbers, here are the assumptions I'm going to be using. I'm going to assume an interest rate of approximately 7%, amortization of 25 years, homeowner occupied mortgage, housing cost guideline is approximately 32% of gross income, total debt guideline is approximately 40% of gross income. Now these are guidelines, not guarantees, and always confirm your situation with a licensed mortgage professional. Here's the mistake I see Cranbrook buyers make all the time. They shop based on price, not on what the bank will approve. Here's a simple rule of thumb that works well in today's market. Your mortgage will be your household income times 3.5 or probably maybe 4. So you take your household income times it by 3.5 or 4. Or another way to think about it, every $1,000 in monthly mortgage payment needs roughly $4,000 in annual household income. So, very roughly, $70,000 income will get you about $245,000 of mortgage. $100,000 of income will get you about $350,000 in mortgage. And $150,000 in income, that'll get you $525,000 in mortgage. This alone stops buyers from over shopping. Now let's apply this to realistic Cranbrook price tiers. At $275,000 mortgage, you're going to need to make $75,000 to $80,000 a year, and you'll be qualified to buy an older condo or an entry-level home. A $400,000 mortgage, you're going to need to make $110,000 to $120,000. And this is typical family homes. And this is very competitive. $550,000 mortgage, the income you're going to need is $150,000 to $160,000. And here you're going to see some newer builds, some larger homes, and some better neighborhoods. $700,000 plus mortgage, you're going to need to make $195,000 plus. These are your upper end Cranbrook homes, limited inventory. And this is where Cranbrook still offers value, but affordability does have a ceiling. Now here's the reality buyers don't always want to hear. Cranbrook is more affordable, yes, but it still rewards buyers who stay realistic and disciplined. Just because the bank approves you for the maximum doesn't mean you should use it. A safer approach would be keep your housing costs around 28% of your gross income. Maintain 3 to 6 months of reserves, and budget for property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, commuting, and vehicle costs. Cranbrook ownership is practical, but it's not cost-free. Let's say your household earns $90,000 a year. A conservative housing budget would be $2,000 to $2,200 per month. That typically supports a $325,000 to $375,000 purchase. Depending on down payments, this is why buyers chasing $600,000 homes on $90,000 incomes feel squeezed fast and quickly disappointed. At the top end of Cranbrook's market, a $700,000 home with 20% down means $140,000 cash, $560,000 mortgage, and that usually requires $195,000 plus in household income. These homes are typically purchased by dual income professionals, business owners, or equity-backed buyers, not usually for your first-time home buyer. So here's a quick recap. Cranbrook is definitely more affordable than Fernie and Sparwood. Banks still use income and not emotion, and a simple rule is income times 3.5. We'll give you the number, we'll give you your mortgage number. Most Cranbrook homes fit in that for those $75,000 to $160,000 of income ranges. Conservative buying keeps life comfortable, and that's the real Cranbrook affordability picture. If you're thinking about buying in Cranbrook, the smartest first step isn't touring homes, especially the ones that are out of your price range. It's understanding what you're actually approved for. So if you want help comparing Cranbrook to Fernie to Sparwood to Kimberley, choosing the right neighborhood, building a realistic buyer plan, give me a shout. Happy to chat anytime. As you can see, I like to chat. And make sure you subscribe to this. I'm going to keep giving you some more information and help you break down things as best I can. Now, remember this, folks. That's good.